Hello everyone. Let me introduce our team. First of all, I Agave Bremanes Nuraya. My ID was 2304070042, and I here was a cameraman.
Hello, my name is Hamza Friensa S. ID number 2304070055. I ask Pamela Pung.
Hello all, my name is Andika Saputra Siregar. ID number is 230407023, and I ask Antonio Arpeggio.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
everyone.
you.
Audio Jungle.
Hello, Mr. Andika.
Hello Mr. Ramos.
How do you do, Mr. Andika? I'm Amos from the cinema today. It was kind of you let me interview.
How do you Mr. Ramos? The pleasure is all mine. Please call me Andika.
Can you hear?
Yes, I can.
Thank you, Mr. Andika. We are discussing about Lucky and its 3 Oscars. Let's start with the film Genesis. When did you first get the idea for the film?
It was about 4 years ago. I was working a tedious office job, and I started thinking about the concept of luck and how easily people dismiss what they can predict.
I see. And when did you write it?
The first draft took me about 6 months, starting immediately after the idea struck. I polished it for another year before starting to shop around.
You know the story of the initial production. Why would the mother film company take it on?
They thought it was too much of a risk. They loved the script, but a drama with an ambiguous ending, directed by Nick Gamert, and with a small budget of just 3,500 was apparently before of the commercial radar. They didn't see the return.
Now there must be relating that for the two who was not seen it yet. What is the story about?
At its heart, it's about a man who believes his life is cursed. One day, he finds a mysterious object that seems to turn his life around. But he soon realizes the luck is just another name for the hard choice he has to make. It's our dark comedy about precision and destiny.
Fascinating. And its global success and Oscar wins. Why do people like it? Do you think?
I think it is because it's deeply relatable. Everyone has felt unlucky or under predicament. The film gives them hope that they can change their narrative, even with very little, and it shows that high-cost special effects aren't always necessary for a powerful story.
Moving on the technical side, given the extremely low budget, how did you manage to maintain the high quality and of the cinematography?
It was all about efficiency and relying on natural light. We used one main location, my friend or apartment, and our cameraman was a high quality consumer model. Every single shoot was planned in great detail to maximize the limited result.
How did the initial budget affect your motivation? And what did you think?
It was tough, but it fueled my fire. It reinforced the feeling called that fighting against the first. The small cast and crew were incredibly passionate. Their belief in the script what was probably kept the project alive.
Being teacher of the year and best year for what this is storytelling means to you?
It's surreal and humbling. It's proof that a good story will always find its audience. Regardless of the marketing budget, it gives me a bigger platform to tell the kind of personal, character-driven stories that I want to tell.
The lead actor and actress performance was also widely praised. How did you work with them to achieve that authenticity?
I worked with them extensively on background and motivation. The case was a lot rehearsal in the actual set, and allowing them space for improvisation within the scene's emotional framework. We aimed for raw, honestly, not perfection.
Finally, what advice would you give to another aspiring filmmakers who are currently facing rejection from the industry?
Never compromise on your story passion. If you believe in it, find people who believe in you. Even if it's just a handful, the technology to make films is accessible now. Don't wait for permission from the big players. Just go out and make your movie.
It is all my interview, Mr. Andika. Thank you for attention in here. Thank you, Mr. Andika.
You're welcome, Mr. Amos. Buat video berkenan kita